stick in a ramp with our pack them in over here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, put our time here.
So hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and if it's your first time watching, welcome. I'm Whitney. I'm the daughter for Yvonne and Whitney's kitchen, and today I'm actually going to be getting started on my preparations for Christmas dinner, which is going to be some curry goat and some fried chicken. So I'm going to be starting out with the meat prep, so you guys can stay tuned for that. And also I'd like to say a big thank you and happy holidays to our regular subscribers and viewers. It means the world to me. We've made so much progress in such a short amount of time, and I just wanted to take the time out to say thank you to you guys. It means so much to us. We really love and appreciate you guys, and you guys have the most wonderful personalities. Like, I've met so many of you so far, and it's been fantastic, to say the least. So any other one of our subscribers that are interested in meeting us, you can simply call us at the number that will be in the description, which is 876-316-8138. Once again, 876-316-8138. So we're going to be moving on to our meat section, so you guys can stay tuned for that. Alright guys, so we're going to be starting off by seasoning our meat now. We want to get that season well soaked in before tomorrow, which is Christmas Day. And I'm going to be starting out with my chicken first, because that's the easier one to prep. So you guys can look and see what's going on. Alright, so what we're going to be doing to the chicken tomorrow is actually frying and barbecue frying it. So I'm going to actually be leaving the skin on these, but making a few trims here and there just to get off the excess fat and excess skin. Because like I said, we don't need to leave all of this on the meat. Also, it's important that you guys remember to remove the excess feathers from the skin. Now, a lot of chicken, it doesn't usually come with everything removed from it. You need to remember to check your chicken for certain pieces of things that are left on it. You want to make sure you get off all of those. You don't want to be biting into your food and seeing a piece of feather. That's not very appealing to the eye. And make sure to get all of those off. And once again, I score the meat. Alright, so that's what we'll be doing for each piece of chicken. So you guys can stay tuned until we're ready to season the meat.
Of how there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. You don't really care for music, do you? When it goes like this, the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the middle, the baffled king composing hallelujah, hallelujah.
And this is what I was talking about, guys. This piece is smaller, so I'm just going to leave it like this. So what I'm gonna do is actually provide a small crack into the bone right here so I can actually flatten it out. So give it a slight slice like this, and you can see you can actually flatten out the meat. Alright, so this is the meat after we finished cleaning it up, guys. So now it's time to wash and then we're gonna season. Okay, so we're gonna start the washing process. And like I mentioned before in previous videos, all you need is a little vinegar and some lime juice. And you can use just one of these, it's up to you. But I find that this cleans the chicken very, very well compared to if you were to use one of these. Okay, for the people who think that you're not supposed to wash your chicken, just look at this water. Like seriously, this is what you're leaving on your chicken when you don't wash it. And even on the second wash, you guys can look at the water and see just how much fat and slime is left on the chicken. And this is for our last wash. You guys can see how much cleaner and clearer this water looks. So we're gonna strain this off and then we're heading on to seasoning our chicken. Alright guys, so here we have our natural seasoning that we're gonna use for the chicken. It's just some onions, 2 cloves of garlic, a scotch bonnet, some scallions, and some thyme. And these are already washed and pre-peeled, so all we have to do is just chop these up and get them into our blender. So this is going to be a fantastic Christmas dinner. I recently started cooking a lot more when it's time for family get-togethers and events. And I'm telling you guys, it's been wonderful. I really discovered how much I actually love cooking and how much I love to try out new things. So yeah, it's been an absolute blast. Can't wait for the rest of the family to taste what I'm cooking tomorrow. And also let you guys know how it's tasting. I've been wanting a lot more for subscribers to come down and visit the HQ so you guys can actually taste what's going on with our food. Like I know you guys hear us saying it tastes wonderful and all that, but it's not as if we're saying it as a joke. It really does taste amazing. And we've had some of our subscribers come down here and they tasted the sorrel glazed ham that I posted recently. Shout out to Mr. Michael Johnston and the wifey and kids. He absolutely loved it. They said it was the best ham they had ever tasted. So when I tell you guys the food is amazing, it is actually amazing. So when more guests come down here, you guys can hear for yourself. Our guests are not the type to lie. They will tell you exactly how the food tastes. I'm telling you. We're adding in some scotch bonnet. And the final thing, which is our thyme. And like I said guys, no thyme sticks, just the leaves. Alright, so I'm satisfied with that amount because it's fried chicken and I don't want the thyme to overpower it. but it will still give it a nice flavor. So that amount is perfect. So to blend this up, we're just going to be using some vinegar. Not adding too much because you want a thicker paste on our meat. So that amount should be perfect. So we're just gonna close the lid and get to blending now. So this is the finished product. This is what it should look like. So I'm gonna set everything aside and just bring my chicken closer so you guys can see what I'm going to do in terms of seasoning it. So for the powdered seasonings, what we're going to actually be adding in is some season to the bone. Not using too much of that, but just enough to give the chicken a little flavor. Also gonna be using some chicken seasoning. Some all-purpose. And some black pepper. Then last but not least, of course, our blended mixture. So we're making sure to get all of that goodness out of the blender. And onto our chicken. So now all that's left to do is to just mix everything up. You want to make sure each piece of chicken gets coated evenly with that green seasoning and the powdered seasoning as well. So now we're gonna move on to our goat meat. Alright, so here we have our goat meat. We had it cut up at our meat shop like this. So we're not gonna have too much work to do except removing the excess fat and membranes on the meat. So that's basically all we have to do, thankfully. We're just trimming off these excess portions. You don't want to leave these on the meat. So for some sections of it, you're going to be really precise so as to not cut off a lot of the meat. So you want to really grip down on your knife and the piece that you're cutting off. And we're going to continue this process with the other pieces of meat until we're completely finished. Alright guys, so this is the meat after we've finished cutting it up. We're going to give it a wash and then mommy and I are going to season it. Alright, so we're going to wash it exactly how we washed our chicken. So vinegar and some lime juice. Alright, and after this we're going to give it one last wash, then we'll move on to seasoning. Alright, so that is it now guys. We're all ready to season. Alright guys, so mommy is in the kitchen right now as well and she's helping to season this up.
Yeah.
So she's gonna add some seasoning to the blender. So just tell them what you're adding.
I'm gonna add a piece of pepper, but I don't use plenty pepper because I can't eat plenty pepper, and half of sweet pepper.
So yeah, the scotch bonnet and some of the sweet pepper.
And 3 cloves of garlic, and we're gonna add some scallion. I'm going to get some pimento seed in it, and the thyme. Whitney, take it off like this off of this stick. That is it guys. So we're going to add a little tip of vinegar. So Whitney going to take over this part guys because I'm not so 100 I can't inhale the seasoning.
So I'm going to blend it up guys. And I'm going to be adding on the powdered seasoning to the meat after that. Alright guys, so now it's time to blend. Alright guys, so we're finished blending this up. We're going to move on to adding our actual seasoning to our goat. Alright guys, so now it's time to season with our powdered seasoning. We're just going to be using some all-purpose some chicken seasoning. I'm also going to be adding some black pepper. We have our trusty powdered jerk seasoning as well. And like I mentioned in previous videos, if you're making curry and you want to add an extra kick of flavor to it, you can always add the powdered jerk seasoning or the bottled jerk seasoning. And yes guys, I went back to this seasoning right here, which is the ram it up seasoning. I tried it last time on some mutton and it was lovely, so I'm going to be using it again on this. We don't need to use as much because this is actual goat meat, but yeah, so that is it. And we're going to be adding on some curry powder as well, because like I told you guys before, I like to let my meat marinate with the curry powder on it. It allows it to soak before it actually hits the pot. And then we have a little bit of the season to the bone seasoning. And the last but not the least thing, we have our blended seasoning mixture right here. And it is looking absolutely wonderful. We're just going to pour this over our goat meat. I want to make sure we get almost all of it out of the blender. Alright, and that is it. So all we have left to do is to just rub this up and leave it to marinate overnight. So yeah guys, we're just gonna go in and mix in all of this goodness. Let me tell you, if you follow the steps to this, it will be one of the most flavorful curry goats you've ever had in your life. If only you guys could smell this right now. I'm telling you, this is gonna be the bomb when it's cooking tomorrow. We're just making sure every single piece of meat is coated evenly with that seasoning. Yeah man, and this is it now guys. So we're gonna be covering this and leaving it to marinate overnight. And I'm gonna see you guys bright and early in the morning to start cooking all of this goodness. Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and if it's your first time here, welcome. So I seasoned up some meat from last night and we're here bright and early in the kitchen this morning. We're going to go ahead and start cooking because you want to be able to eat by midday. So I have my lovely curried goat here and my seasoned up fried chicken. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with the meat. Curry the goat and fry the chicken. And we're gonna be having some gungo rice and peas, and for myself white rice. So we're gonna be getting started, so you guys can stay tuned for all of the cooking.
Hey guys, this morning I want to wish all of you guys Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year's when it comes. And I hope all of you guys are in good health this morning and enjoy your Christmas. This morning, guys, we're gonna put on some gungo peas on the fire to pressure. So guys, I'm gonna get my fire start now. Yeah, I'm gonna get my peas into the pot, my gungo peas.
Alright guys, so that is it for the gungo. You're just gonna leave it to pressure.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so I'm going to open up this and let you guys see what's inside. So this is the chicken that I'm going to fry, that I told you guys I seasoned up from last night. And if you guys could smell this, you see all the seasoning all around the chicken. Like, this is smelling wonderful and I can't wait to get cooking. So you guys can stay tuned for the frying process. Alright guys, so we're just going to add some flour into our bowl. What we want to do is work on our wet and dry mixture. So we're starting out with the dry mixture first. And of course, you know, you have to shake down that flour, make sure it's all situated in that bowl. Then we're going to be adding in some seasonings to it. Because even if you add seasoning to the chicken, it can still come out tasting bland if you don't season the flour mixture. So I'm just adding in some of the regular powdered seasonings I normally use. Like I mentioned before, a mix of chicken seasoning and all-purpose seasoning is fantastic with some black pepper. So that's what I'm using for this particular dry mixture. And I'm just gonna be mixing it out afterward just to make sure everything gets well incorporated in there. And this is pretty simple, but it comes out tasting fantastic thanks to the seasoning process of the chicken. Because I know you guys see what we're doing here. It's absolutely fantastic and amazing. Simplicity, but in its greatest form. So literally anyone can do this. So we're just cracking our eggs now to make our wet mixture, which is pretty much just eggs. If you want to, for a little bit more tenderness on your meat, you can actually add some milk to the wet mixture, and that makes the chicken come out tasting really tender. So yeah, it's all up to preference, but for me this is perfect because by the time my chicken marinates overnight, it's tasting pretty tender on the inside and the flour coating is crispy. So we're just gonna move on to getting our stove ready and our pan. So we're just gonna get the stove lit and we're gonna be adding in some oil into our pan. I'm actually using a deeper frying pan because I want to have a certain level of oil in the pan. I want enough to come up to a certain point on the chicken, but I don't want it covered completely. So yeah, that's enough. So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna coat our chicken and add it to our oil. And yeah, we're just going to dip it into the wet mixture first. Then we're gonna move that over to the dry mixture. And you want to keep one hand in the wet mixture and one in the dry mixture. This just makes things less messy and much easier to control. So you just want to make sure you're coating all of your chicken. You just want to make sure the flour covers every single section of it, so it's evenly coated, and when you add it to the pan, you're going to have that nice even crust all around it. So as soon as we're finished coating it, we're going to just add it to our pan. And we're going to repeat this process over and over until we finally have a full pan. And we're going to be doing this for each set of chicken.
And I've been living fast life, but I say it is slow. I live in my lifestyle, I got chase in the club. See many people they outside when they feel my soul. But girl said she want Netflix and chill, so I drag me every morning. If you fall in love, tell it happy. You go to breakfast, I'm not happy. Can you see people have vodka? I'm not faking this, no fugazi. You see these feelings, I'm not catching. On my first hand feet, I just want it. Happiness. If I broke down my business, I'ma show you go right. All I get for the night. Happiness. If I broke down my business, I'ma show you go right. All I get for the night. You do my kulayo, ma fẹjọ́ mi sùn wọ́n, ma fẹjọ́ mi sùn wọ́n, ma fẹjọ́ mi sùn wọ́n. But girl say she want Netflix and chill, so I drag me every morning. If you fall in love, tell it satin. You go to breakfast and knock. My lifestyle like a cheese in the club. See many people they outside when they feel my job. I'm here standing defender like a self-club. But girl say she want Netflix and chill, so I drag me every morning. If you fall in love, tell it satin. You go to breakfast, I'm not happy. Can you see people I'm not catching? I'm not faking this, no fugazi. You see these feelings, I'm not catching. On my first hand feet, I just want it. Happiness. If I don't know my business, I'ma show you go right. All I get for the night. Happiness. If I don't know my business, I'ma show you go right. All I get for the night. You do my kulayo, ma fẹjọ́ mi sùn wọ́n, ma fẹjọ́ mi sùn wọ́n. You do my kulayo, ma fẹjọ́ mi sùn wọ́n. But girl say she want Netflix and chill, so I drag me every morning. If you fall in love, tell it satin. You go to breakfast, I'm not. My lifestyle like a cheese in the club. See many people they outside when they feel my job. I'm here standing defender like a self-club.
So now it's time for the second set, guys.
And I've been living fast life, but I say it is slow. I used to my lifestyle like a cheese in the club. See many people they outside when they feel my job. I'm here standing defender like a self-club. But girl say she want Netflix and chill, so I drag me every morning. If you fall in love, tell it satin. You go to breakfast, I'm not happy. Can you see people I'm not catching? I'm not faking this, no fugazi. You see these feelings, I'm not catching. On my first hand feet, I just want it. Happiness. If I don't know my business, I'ma show you go right. All I get for the night. Happiness. If I don't know my business, I'ma show you go right. All I get for the night. You do my kulayo, ma fẹjọ́ mi sùn wọ́n, ma fẹjọ́ mi sùn wọ́n. You do my kulayo, ma fẹjọ́ mi sùn wọ́n. But girl say she want.
So after this, we have one final set, and we're gonna be putting on some white rice to cook. Okay guys, so this will be our third and final set. Then we can finally move on, getting the goat meat on and our white rice. So I don't know if you guys know this, but a lot of Jamaicans, we like to cook very early for the holidays. So pretty much any holiday event, whether it be Christmas, Easter, a lot of us, we like to cook from early so we can eat throughout the day and enjoy time with our family members. So really, this is one of the times of the year for sharing and giving and just coming together and enjoying good food together. If you've never been to a Caribbean household when it's Christmas or one of those other holidays, I'm telling you, the vibe and the overall atmosphere is just unmatched. It's fantastic, and there's so many jokes, so much fun. I'm actually thinking about playing some dominoes later with Dad. Maybe some karaoke. And a little bit of drinking, because you know, it's Caribbean, so we gotta do that too. And listening to some music. So basically, everybody's coming to have a good time. So this should be a really fun Christmas. And they have this function that keeps every year down by our area. They call it Buru. Not sure if it's going to be passing this year, but if it is, I'm going to catch a few clips of it so you guys can see. So it's basically filled with people knocking drums and going around in the community. And they basically sing whatever they want on spot. They make up something and they chant and march through the streets. And some are in costumes. So yeah, it's a fun time of year for everybody. And I'm hoping you guys will be able to see a lot of what we're doing. But you guys don't know already? For me, my favorite aspect is the food. And I can't say this enough, guys. Cooking is a hobby of mine. But it would be a dream come true to cook for some of you on the channel. Whoever is able to make it down to the HQ. I'm telling you guys, if you try the food, you will not regret it. And we've had subscribers come who can vouch for that. Shout out to Mr. Michael Johnson. Yeah, big up to the lucky lady and the kiddos. I'm telling you. The subscribers I meet are so sweet. And they're so familiar. It's like you're talking to family when you meet them. I can't stress that enough. I really, really love our subscribers and our supporters. It's fantastic. And there's nothing better than being able to meet up with them and just have a fun time, you know? And shout out to Miss Blossom, who is Mrs. McDonald, and Uncle Devon. Yeah, two of the most wonderful people I've met this year. I can say that much. And I'm looking forward to cooking for them as well. So you guys might see a video of them at the HQ. Alright guys, so we're almost finished putting these babies in. And I'm not usually a person that loves to celebrate much of anything. I'm usually more so introverted in many ways. But when certain holidays come around, I just have to be caught up in the spirit of it all. So when you see the fantastic things that are happening on the street and just how much people appreciate what they have or what they've gotten this year, it just makes you want to do the same. And of course, this is Mom's favorite holiday. Christmas is by far her favorite time of the year. I don't know what happens, but she starts to play Christmas carols from like October or November. And the house is just filled with an atmosphere of light, and love. So, yeah. Ever since I was a kid, I can always remember Mom loving this holiday, her getting up early to prep food, and life works so wonderful that now I'm able to do those things with her, and eventually I'll be the one completely taking over. So yeah, it's absolutely amazing to know that I can give back to my family in this way, at least until I start completely working after I finish university. I can show them my love through food and other things. And yeah, I can't wait for Mom and Dad to actually try this chicken, because you guys know this already. I think you've seen in previous videos, my dad, he always likes to taste things even before I'm finished completely. So I think he's going to be tasting some of the chicken since a few batches are done. So yeah, when he gets back, I'm going to be showing you guys that. And I'm not going to tell him to taste it. I'm just going to see what he does when he gets into the kitchen, and I'm going to video it. So we're just gonna get this area cleaned up so we have more space, because like I said, I'm gonna be getting started on my curried goat and the rice.
What smells so Whitney chicken really smells so good, I tell you.
Yeah guys, so they just got back from off the road.
Yeah, they were for some, you know.
Put on your coconut and sit down, one.
Where you got coconut, mommy?
Yeah. Coconut. Yeah. Yes, guys, the same take we can pass the time because I want dinner with no little bit of food, no guys, no. You know, say, no matter how much we eat out now, food I go left of it dinner. So when dinner serve, guys.
That is it.
Yeah, I told them, Caribbean people, we like to cook from early. We like to cook from early so we can eat throughout the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she went straight for the leg, guys, the drumstick.
Yeah. You can't have well in traffic and I 2 people one time or something.
Whitney, no food our food, you know, guys, we don't take out too much.
So I told you guys, what did I say? I told you that it's gonna taste some. Like, I didn't have to tell him to taste any.
See, we're out the road, guys, and smell the pot.
Guys, Whitney's fried chicken. No matter the condition, no matter the condition of me now, guys, I already have eaten fried chicken on me in the 40s. Average. No?
He almost shook the chicken like Callistus in his video.
Nice, man. Nice.
So yeah, guys, this is what we're working with. Alright, so yeah, that's gone with another piece.
Yes, guys, I did that.
We have to bad him for the table.
Yeah. So we're on the table.
Yeah, like I said, I can always cook more, guys.
That is it.
So wait, mommy. You didn't stick up that piece of chicken. Where's the rest of the chicken there?
Done.
Done?
There is the chicken done.
Oh my gosh, mommy is eating. She's cleaning off the bone, guys.
That is it, guys.
So yeah, I'm going to give these a flip. And like I said, remember to make some pokes in the thigh portion of this, just to get it to soak more. So yeah guys, I'm gonna get started on my white rice. Just gonna start out by washing it, and then we're gonna bring it over to the stove. Alright, so I'm just eyeballing this. I'm making about 2.5 pounds because my other bro, he actually prefers white rice as well. So I'm making enough so that him and I can have to eat throughout the day. If my brother was in here, he'd be saying, the rice is white. It's an inside joke between both of us. Because when I was younger, Mom would usually bring some stuff from the seaside that she used to buy. And she came with this big bag of rice along with a few other things. And because I was so excited to see it, my brother, he made an entire joke out of it. It was like, Lad, God, you're not used to nothing. Up to this day, he still laughs at me for it, but you know when you're a kid, you're excited to see a lot of things, even if it's something you've seen before. So yeah, this is perfect now. Alright guys, so I'm just gonna light up my stove right now. I'm gonna get some salt and butter into the pot. And you don't need too much, you just need enough to flavor the pot. So this is about 2 tablespoons of butter. Alright, and then we're gonna get our lid on and just leave this to start cooking.
So guys, my gungo finished boil. So I'm going to get it into this pot. But maybe if I dream island basket, I'm going to do coconut for me. But stay tuned for that.
Alright guys, so I have my pot on the stove. I'm gonna be getting my curry goat on momentarily. So what I'm just doing right now is just lighting the stove so we can get the water droplets out of the pot. Then we're gonna be getting some butter and oil into the pot so we can burn that curry.
Yes guys, in the kitchen here again. Mama Yvonne and Whitney go and do them things, so you know them. Want the great native coconut again guys. So today I'm match up with them. So see that? Yeah, I dig them out of the shell. Yeah? I will cut them up and throw them in the blender there guys. Quick and fast to them. Normally we would have grate them. But we don't have no time to grate them now because I depend on some whole for our work guys. So I sweat and stay. Yeah. Not good at all. Yeah, it ease up for some of the work. So just how to do it the easiest way guys. Just throw them in the blender. Yeah, and that is it guys. So we stay tuned when they are going in the blender. Because I'm just so cut them up fine. Ease up the pressure of the blender. So yes guys, we normally do it like this, and then do this. Get some small pieces for the blender. When you have industrial blender and you treat your blender good, even for good quality.
And you make the work easier for it.
Yeah, don't pressure the blender, the motor and the blade. Yeah, mustn't go under unnecessary pressure. So we do this with the coconut, yeah, and cut them out fine like this.
Yeah, and he's dealt with machines of all kinds guys, so
Yeah.
a lot of the things I've learned about them, I've learned from him.
Yeah man. Yeah, you have to know about load and effort for motor, you know guys. Yeah, you have to know that. Yeah, so you don't destroy things unnecessarily. Yeah, yeah, as fine as you can. Yeah, yeah. And guys, this is much faster than grating the coconut. Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, a modern invention, guys. Well, I think people gonna be able to do it without them again in life. A lot of things. Yeah.
Because I couldn't imagine grating this in the olden days.
Yes, and doing it. But like now, when we need it quick and fast and tired, yeah, you don't have to pressure yourself on that old grater. You get more juice out of it than you grate it. Yeah, or you have to spend more time blending it. But it's a native coconut, guys. So it's full of juice. You don't even have to juice it 2 times. Yeah. The best coconut, guys. Yeah. And guys, it having the best oil. One of the best oil. Yeah, you know, say all palm oil good, guys. And we feel the coconut are the best palm oil. Yeah. Yes, guys.
Yeah, guys, and I like to eat it just like this as well.
Yeah. See there now, guys. We just going to give him another simple wash. And then we put him in. See there? Coconut. Yeah. Very tasty.
Man, we can't eat too much of it, guys, but it tastes
Very
wonderful.
tasty,
Yeah.
Capture on the blender, guys. We'll make a wash now. Have water in the blender here, guys. Yeah. I'm going to get in the coconuts now. Yeah. Simple. That is it, guys. You don't allow the water to drain out because something might left in the water here, so you throw that away. So guys, here we go now. We are actually chopping them first. Then you can give them a higher speed after. That is it, guys. You hear the difference now? Finer and finer. Yes, guys. Time for ice cream now. Yeah. We want to get it as fine as possible so that you can extract the juice out there. Yes, guys, time to check in. Take a peep in at the blender. Yeah, that is it, guys. Just another little touch, guys. So that is it, guys. Time to strain now. So we're just going to wash my hand again to show you how we do this straining actually. Here, guys, make sure your fingernails are clean when you're doing any juice or doing this straining like this. So here we go now, guys. Yeah, take them out, pull the lid off. Yeah, and you have a strain already. Yeah, in this case it's only one strain we're going to do. Yeah, because I tell you, it's a native coconut, guys. Right, so you hold the strainer like this. And Whitney, so you must do this a little first. Yeah, and then we do this. So that, guys.
So that way you're getting out majority of the juice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, you can actually use these shavings after to make coconut dumplings.
Yes, guys, and they're very tasty with sugar. You can put that and use that. Actually, make a dessert with that.
Yeah,
just
dessert,
some sugar and honey with a little lime. And it's a very good dessert, guys. Yeah. It's not good for the weak stomach, them doing it, guys, because you know it's a lot of cellulose in the coconut trash. But it's a very good dessert.
So you can actually put this in baked goods if you'd like.
You can even cook that now, guys. Just cook it down and make something like a jam with it. Just with some sugar and honey. Yeah. and a little lime juice, and it make a very good jam. Yeah. Yeah, for the kids. Yeah, and it's even better when you cook it down because the stomach can digest it more easily. Yes, guys. So, you know, stay tuned for that recipe one of the day. So, guys, that is it for the coconut juice. To go in to Miss Yvonne's rice. See there? That is it, guys.
Her gungo rice and
it's so creamy, guys. Look at that. Yeah. So, that is it, guys.
Alright guys, so we are finally going to get started on our goat meat. There you can see it. And it's a lovely color and it was smelling even more amazing. So to start out, we're just going to add some oil to our pot. Because you guys know we got to burn our curry first. Then I'm going to be adding in some butter because I do love butter in the mix. It usually just gives it such a nice flavor and it makes everything softer as well. So I just add that to my pot and immediately after I just stir it up. And this is just to make sure the pot is coated. So moving onward, what we're going to be doing is adding in our curry powder. So we're just going to add in an ample amount of that. And we're going to be stirring that around as well. You want to cook it for a bit until it's golden brown. You don't want to burn it any darker than that, because when we say burn, we don't actually mean burn. So yeah, you just want to get it to about this color, and then you're going to add in your goat meat. And after adding it in, we just want to make sure we give it a good stir. Just to make sure you coat the goat meat with the actual butter and oil mixture with the curry in it. That's in the bottom of the pan. You want to try and get that evenly coated on it. So after doing all of this, your job is pretty much done. What you're going to be doing is actually just leaving this to cook. It's going to release some water. Once that water dries down, and you need to keep consistently stirring it throughout every like 3 minutes or so, just to make sure it doesn't stick. And then we're going to move on to actually pressuring it. So we're gonna check on mom in the meantime.
So guys, I like my stove now, and I make rice pot. Yeah. You know, re-strain the coconut milk, you know, even though Dream Island bars strain it already. Sometimes some little something left back in there, some little piece of trash, and you need to get them out.
Alright, so there's the proof of that, guys.
Yeah, see it there? So I'm going to add some season to it now.
So that's chicken season?
Yeah, just a little bit. Some salt. Yeah, I'm going to get some scallion, butter, pepper, garlic, pimento,
And thyme.
and thyme into it now. Yeah. So guys, as I tell you, you have to allow your coconut milk to boil properly before you get your rice into the pot. So I'm going to give it a little stir. Yeah. And then we leave it to boil. So guys, we get my rice washed now. Yeah, and get it into the pot.
And yeah guys, the curry goat is over here bubbling up. And looking real nice.
And smelling real nice. Curry goat lift up everywhere. I lick off my nose.
You ever smell goat like that?
I say pass the cook turn out and I know that big chef cook. I have to cook the smell your pot stuff. So guys, now I get my rice washed. the last wash now.
Yes, Mama Yvonne. So how much rice you used to cook when you're down by country?
I'll 10 pounds. My family is big.
10 pounds?
Family big.
Okay.
Only for rice, I mean I cook flour, I'll 8 pounds. So we look at and them half you need. You know what I'm saying? And a bread that for broken I do that. I easy.
And that was when they were kids, guys.
Yeah, when they were small. And so we can't finish so much for you know the pressure when we are under.
So wait, the more I know, we never just thump the flour or something.
No?
Just punch it, cause how would I do that at Fiona age?
We need
So
the
much
same
flour?
way, same like now we need it same way. Sometimes we need
With those small hands?
and take out and then we need after. So me used to eat the big pot from a small. Yes guys, so that is it.
So we're just gonna give that a stir
Yeah.
and leave it to cook.
Gungo rice sell off. That is it. Yeah, so guys, you get my vegetable them wash now. You know your vegetable them have to wash good, proper.
Yeah, so like I mentioned in previous videos, guys, if you're washing anything leafy like lettuce or cabbage and it has several layers,
Yeah, you have to
pull them
open
apart.
and wash them. Because we have run inside of them. Yeah. And wash them
and
proper.
also dirt.
Yeah, and dirty.
Yeah, so we're done with washing and we're gonna get into cutting these up now.
Yeah, so I get my cucumber peel now and get it to slice up. Boy guys, the curry goat a lick off my nose here. Alright, so me now. Yes guys. So I'm gonna slice up my cucumber now. Yeah, I may have a tomato here. I'm going to slice it as well. I'll get my mixed vegetable now strain off and throw it out. That is my mixed vegetable guys. As I tell you, it having corn and it having string bean, carrot and some peas. Yeah, that is it for the vegetable.
Alright guys, so we're just giving our curry goat a quick stir. We'll be adding in the water soon. We're just waiting on it to dry down a bit more. Then we're good to go, and we're gonna pressure it. Alright, this could I eat right now, I'm gonna eat it same way. Will it smell nice? Alright guys, so this is perfect. So I'm just going to add in some water now. And we want enough to cover our meat. So I'm going to be adding in some more. Alright, so we don't need much more. Just want to cover close to all of the meat. Alright, so with some of the meat peeking through at the top, this is perfect. So now we're just going to cover it and leave it to pressure.
That is it.
Alright guys, so we're gonna turn off the stove and let all the air release out of this, because we want to check on our goat now. Alright guys, so we're gonna open this and check on our meat now. This is looking lovely. So I'm gonna get mom to test it to see just how tender it is. Alright, so I'm just going to let her try a piece.
You can see now.
Alright, so we're going to add in some potatoes and leave this to cook down. So here I have my potatoes guys. I'm just gonna add these to the pot. We're gonna give it a stir and leave this to cook down. Alright guys, so next time when you see us, it will be plating time.
Yeah, so guys, everybody eat different time, you know. Whitney gonna lie down, and me hungry, me can't wait for her, so me and Dream Island boss will go and have with dinner.
Yeah man, that is it. Center kill me, come with her. Yeah. Yes guys, so catching around the table. Yeah, that is it. Yeah. So yes guys, we're on the table again. Another wonderful day. Merry Christmas to everybody. Yeah, with some brief food already. Long time I serve this, but we'll say it again because the table is very important and it signifies something else together, and it's some family living together. So Lord, we thank you for this food. We thank you for everybody that helped to provide it, and we thank you for the season. We thank you for sending your son Jesus Christ into this world. And Lord, we thank you again for food, friends, and fellowship. In your name we pray. Amen. Yeah guys, so Lord, there's some bit already about me, tell you. We can't stop talking about it guys, because some of you guys should be here.
Taste this.
To enjoy some of the food with us. Yeah. Curried Goat, wicked. And guys, witness fried chicken as usual. No miss. So guys, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Yeah, tell everybody that you know about Whitney's Kitchen. We're not going to let them down. Yeah. So guys, until then, walk good and stay safe for the holidays. Blessings.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Yeah.
That is it.
Behind closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.